Awesome. Okay, so thank you so much for joining and supporting our very first Vancouver BizApp event this evening. I hope everyone is keeping safe and healthy. So as Sarah mentioned, this is the first local forum which brings all Microsoft business applications under one umbrella, and that is our goal. So thank you, Sarah, for driving this initiative. I do want to recognize that we do have some of the folks from 365 Finance and Operations community. I see Zvika. Hey, Zvika. I see Hussein, I see Anna. So it is, and John is kind of mixed in both the places, right, John? So
I do across the whole D365 platform from a delivery management perspective.
Yeah, great. So I will be, you can see I'm standing here. I'll also be walking around just to maintain the social distancing. And this is also helping me my daily goals of 10,000 steps. John, I'm following your blogs, man. Okay, so this session is more about finance and operation. It's packed with tons of useful information for a person who is starting with Dynamics 365 as a whole, or we will focus on 365 finance and operation, but we have some historical information as well. So, and also I have something for experienced professional. We have got 2 action-filled demos on the latest May 2020 release wave 1. So one point to note, when I was timing myself, we might not get both the demos fit in. So we'll at least go with one. Something about myself. My name is Hradesh Sharma. I'm VP of Technology for Workforce Logic. I help customers and partners to realize their full potential of their ERP investments. Vancouver has been my home for 20 years, and Dynamics has been paying mortgages since then. ERP products I've got some exposure to other than Dynamics is QAD and Workday, industry, oil and gas, retail, forestry, manufacturing, public sector, and financial sector. Actually, me and John worked together on a retail project right here in Vancouver. So let's start with what is Dynamics 365? Everyone is okay with the hearing and the pace and everything else?
Yeah, you are good.
Awesome. So this is the official definition, but if you ask me what is Office 365, it's a suite of productivity apps, right? The same thing with the Dynamics 365. It's a suite of business applications. So Dynamics 365 or Biz apps are a set of intelligent solutions that provide a comprehensive view of an organization's business. So these solutions include Dynamics 365 products that are connected by data and intelligence and supported by a Power Platform. And there are some slides that will give you a 360-degree view of the entire ecosystem. So one thing I would like to highlight here is that Microsoft Business Applications are playing a vital role in accelerating digital transformation with Microsoft Cloud. And if you want to know more about this Dynamics 365, Sarah has written an excellent blog on LinkedIn, and it talks about in great details what is 365, what kind of businesses they use, and what is the business value of the entire platform. A little bit about history. This slide is about evolution of CRM and ERP applications. So back in the day, CRM and ERP were part of Microsoft Business Solutions Group, which is now known as BizApps today. So these were on the left-hand side, you see some set of application, which was business solution applications, Microsoft Dynamics CRM, Microsoft Dynamics AX, Navision, GP, and SL. On the right-hand side, it shows their growth from traditional ERP and CRM solution to an intelligent and connected cloud solution. So CRM, and correct me, CRM folks, if I'm wrong, CRM moved as a Dynamics 365. Some of the apps it has as it belongs to 365 sales, customer service, field service, marketing, and I think the Power App model driven app is sitting on that framework. Dynamics AX moved as 365 unified operations. It has got apps like finance, supply chain, human resource, commerce, project operation, and Navision moved as a Microsoft 365 Business Central. So far, so good. So our focus will be on ERP space, mainly Dynamics Unified Operations. So we will be talking about the business capability of these applications, and we have one demo as well. So now going rewinding back in like 2001 and 2003 timeframe, some of the folks who have worked with Dynamics, or we call it Exapta during that time, they would recognize this screen. So Dynamics Unified Operations app that we know is today started its journey with Microsoft as Exapta back in 2001. And I've got very first-hand experience back in Vancouver. I was working with a retail manufacturing company who was actually manufacturing laptops and computers for Future Shop, Best Buy, Visions, and lots of big retail electronic shops. And that's where I got exposure to Exapta, which was a product of DamGuard was used to be a company, and it is a product is originated from Denmark. And it was, believe me, it was very advanced solution at that point of time as well. So this is Dynamics Microsoft Exapta 3.0. Fast forwarding to 2020. Here comes modern, connected, intelligent suite of Dynamics 365 business applications ecosystem today. So this is a little crowded slide. I will spend some time on this one. I'll let you absorb it as well. So it has got everything what Dynamics 365 business applications have to offer today. And it is growing by day. And then more features are being added. And we will talk about those features when I'll show you recent May 2020 release slide. So if you ask me, it's really an engineering miracle that these applications have evolved from standalone on-prem client-server application to an intelligent and connected cloud solution. So this is big deal from how they start and what they are today. So so the value proposition is Microsoft Business Applications can turn single interactions into ongoing engagement, right? Driven and informed by intelligent services. So some of the examples are prospect to cash, creating services order from field services and sending it all over to finance and operation. Power Platform, creating Power App, say object recognition app, and then sending all the data back to finance and operation. Warehouse can use those kind of applications to Power Apps to communicate with Dynamics operation back office. Retail is another example. So it's all the interactions, and they work seamlessly with each other. And with 360-degree views of customer and operations, businesses can deliver highly tailored modern experience to its people, vendors, and its customers. So this is the business value of this entire ecosystem. So a little bit more time, the combination of business applications, what it brings to it, it has transactional experience. It has got analytical and observational capabilities to the business, which is automated. If you see on the right-hand side, it is automated and integrated through Power Platform. So Power Platform is playing a very vital role in the entire ecosystem to connect all those services together and creating a seamless experience for the businesses and their customers. All good so far? Any chat, any questions?
Doing awesome.
So our focus today will be Dynamics Unified Operations or Finance and Operations apps. So these are the set of finance and operations. We have got finance, Zwika, correct me if I'm wrong, supply chain, human resource, retail, project operation is going to be a brand new, or what I would say, new avatar of a project operation, which is going to be released in October 2020. Payroll, it's an ISV, sorry, and layout and guides are mixed reality experience. So this entire unified operation platform, it consists of integrated business functions that automate many front office and back office operations such as finance, procurement, inventory management, and project operations. So by leveraging one central and connected repository or single source of truth, organizations can gain a 360-degree view of across their operations on multiple devices, multiple applications, rather than a siloed data. So this is the beauty of this set of these business applications. So the businesses move from the fixed business processes to highly tailored modern experience that customer and vendors and their staff expect. a little bit more time. Unified operations enables businesses and enhances its customer experience in areas such as core operations from like design, sell, and market, buy, make, and distribute using supply chain, enterprise services related to corporate finance, expense management, and case management. Can be served through Microsoft Finance solution. It also supports retail operation like retail product management, plan, market, and supply to customers, sell to customer, and human resource. And Anna, correct me if I'm wrong here. Anna is one who is joining us from Peru, and she has delivered an excellent session this weekend on human resources. So human resources application helps organizations to increase employee retention, reduce organizational complexity, improve productivity and their efficiency. And on top of that, everything guide and layout deliver mixed reality experience. I think, Sarah, you did touch on, I think guides, I suppose, or mixed reality experience with Power Apps. So it can all be combined together and deliver an excellent experience to the customers and their people and the businesses. So far, so good. Let me quickly. Okay. So just to summarize, what slide do you see on your screen?
We see the blue one with the unified operations with all the blue boxes and stuff.
Okay, awesome. Just to summarize, unified operations allows an organization to analyze operational data, which results in more streamlined business processes and achieve greater performance through predictive analytics to support better strategic decisions. So this is all about this. This has got tons of features. I think it won't be justice to kind of cover this in 30 minutes. I'm more than happy to have session 2 or part 2 of this session, but right now we can focus a little bit on Dynamics 365 Finance. What I'm doing here is I'll talk about some capabilities here on very high level, and I'll go and show you how the application actually looks, because seeing is believing. You can see how these capabilities are enabled in the tool, and so that it will give you a better view of how the finance and operation actually really looks and how it performs. And then it's probably we'll spend a minute or so, and same thing with the human resources. So finance. What is finance? So finance allows businesses to automate and modernize their global financial operations, providing real-time performance monitoring and the ability to make data-driven decisions to drive businesses' growth and to predict future outcomes. So a quick question, how many of you have attended recent MBA Summit, the virtual one? Anyone? I think finance and operation folks probably have, right?
Yeah, we've got a few people in chat saying, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there was a session on AI-driven finance insight. It is part of the feature as well. So using AI to predict or solve the problem like when we will get paid, and or it's like making some prediction like customer payment prediction, right? To solve the problem of organizations that are unable to reliably predict when customer will pay. So this is also being integrated with AI solutions. So finance insight or customer insight solution you see in the previous deck, they are part of the AI solution, which helps customers and businesses to predict some of the outcomes so that they can make some strategic decisions. Another example was the cash flow forecasting, how much cash we are going to have at the end of the month or the quarter. So those are the areas which is making a very good progress. I think recently I've seen RPA is another area where Microsoft is investing heavily with the entire suite of business applications. So given that, let me quickly go to show you how the application looks like. So this is finance and operations. Everyone, you see my screen there?
Yep, we can see F&O. Looking good. Oh, nice, done your session. I feel the pain in Power Apps sometimes when it's like, hey, please sign in again for the 50th time.
Yeah, are you there? Are you there? Can I?
Yeah.
So this is how it looks like. So this is how it is all arranged. So the if you've seen my previous slide talks about the business capability, that's how they are enabled in the in the finance and operations. So we can do some of the stuff it supports is managing the vendor. So this is the vendor screen where I can look at all the information regarding a vendor. I can manage their payments. I can manage their purchase order. I can look at on their invoices. So just it's not really the objective here is not to dig into any much detail or give you end-to-end business process, but just to give you a look and feel of how this application actually looks like. It's very much similar to other business application from usability perspective, as well as it mimics some of the Office. Similar to Office menus or Office 365 or other Microsoft productivity experiences. So this is vendor. You can also get some information about the customer in a very similar manner. You can manage their invoices. You can also have a services, some retail operation. It also serves as the back end for a retail operation. So you can manage their address. You can manage their directory contacts and whatnot. You can also fixed asset was another area where it supports. You can manage all your acquisition and depreciation and whatnot. And I didn't enable the Power Apps in here or like Power BI in here, but it has got really cool dashboards. Like there is a CFO overview and other like CFO overviews there, and then finance insights and whatnot. So I think today the objective is not really to dig into more detail about this, but I'm more than happy to have part 2 if you're interested. And I've got a slide at the end of the session which talks about the survey. So please feel free to provide us some good information and feedback about this session. And if you want to know more about this application, we can certainly help you coming up with in the future sessions. All good so far? Any questions? No. Okay, I've got some help here as well. So let me go back to my presentation here. So do you think it is something which is making sense so far? It's coming along together very well along with whatever other application we have been talking about, like Power Apps and then 365.
Yeah, we've got agreement for sure. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, so let's talk about Dynamics 365 Human Resource. This is another app within the family of finance and operations. It has been there's a new version of it. So folks who are already in finance and operation, they probably know the talent solution, which was there. It has been deprecated, and this is the brand new face of Dynamics 365 Human Resource. So what it does, the business value proposition is provides Dynamics Human Resource provides the workforce insight you need to build data-driven employee experiences across multiple areas. As you can see here, compensation, you can manage your variable and fixed compensation, benefits for employees, all kind of benefits, the dental, the medical, leave and absences. And leave and absences is very interesting. We are going to go through one demo, how leave and absences are integrated with Microsoft Teams chatbot. Compliances, payroll integration, the performance feedback or performance review for the employees, training and certification for the job and for the compliance, and a self-serve capability. That is what we are going to explore in a short while. Other than that, let me go to showcase this application as well, how it looks like, look and feel. And you will realize that, are you still there? Okay, I am here. So as you can see, it's a look and feel wise, it's exactly same from the navigation perspective, from the user experience perspective. And by the way, just notice this, your trial experience. I've got a slide for you to talk about this as well. So again, the objective here is not to dig into much detail, but I can certainly cover some of the aspects. And Anna, if you're there, you can certainly help me here. I am in this application, Kevin Cook, who I'm a sales manager. I can look at my team. I can also look at their leave and absences for the entire team as well as for myself. Compensation management is another area where it supports fixed and variable compensations, learning, where I can manage my certificates for my employees or any compliance related certificates. Employee dev is like the performance module for human resources, like 360-degree performance review, or you can set a goals for employees and you can measure them and you can input them in their performance review. So before we go ahead with this, let me quickly look at see my team. Wait a second. So here I have to. So now we are starting a demo. So do you see my Teams screen here? Okay. What do you see?
Lots of things.
Sorry, I was like muted. I was like chatting away. Yeah, we see 3 different things right now. We see you flicking between finance and ops and the teams. We see like a half of the teams.
We see half of the team. Okay, give me a second.
I just need to move it a little bit to the right.
Trying to find my another Teams window here. Okay, so let's start the demo. Let me see. So I'm on purpose. I'm showing half of it. So can you start the sound if you want? So this is the demo. So team has background music capability as well. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, we heard the music.
So okay, so here's something. So someone is pinging me. Okay, I'll respond to them. Hi there. So this is part of the demo. So how team is integrated with the human resource. Now what are you doing? I'm good. Sorry, my typo. So this is some very useful information this person is giving me. He's my buddy. He's saying, did you hear BC has opened it's opening its park? So I certainly didn't know that. No, I didn't know that. I watching news. And then, okay, so what I'm going to do is, let me book. I'm going to book a camping site right away. And then this guy is going to tell me that. Okay, so this is the experience. So with Teams, I think I spend a lot of time in Teams here. And then, wait a second, let me go back. Let me complete this first. So what I'm going to do now is I've got some information. The next piece, what we do after planning any vacation, the first step we do is I'm trying to find my team window. Okay, here's my team window. So the first thing what we do, and it's part of this new capabilities that have been added to May 2020 release. So very first thing what I have been doing so far is I either go to my project plan, I let my either send my email that I'm going on vacation, or I go to absence tracking system where I go and enter my leave. The other thing which I have used is going to my time entry system where I will enter my vacation time, or if I'm on the implementation project, I go to the customer site and I have to let them know when I'm not available. But here's the experience with HCM chatbot. So what I can do, I'm still in the Teams, I'm not going anywhere. I want to know, I'm asking, okay, give me my leave balances. It might ask me to sign in, of course, yes, I will sign in. Okay, after signing in, give me a second. I want to, okay, here's what I found for your balances. So let's see whether it is right. So if I go back to my human resource, if I can find that window. If I go home, no, this is finance and operation. But anyways, let's continue with this. What can I do for you? Vacation. So it is getting the balances from my human resource module. So I've got 67.51 hours left that I can take. So I can say, okay, I'm going to requesting time off. Again, the experience here is I'm not leaving the team. So let's select a date here. Let's say June 26th. I'm going to make my own long weekend here. June 26th, that's one day. I say, okay, submit. So it is submitting the request. Let me find that window for you. I think this is the one. Okay. So going back. Yeah, so vacation from June, 8 hours submitted. It is just still typing. Let's see what it comes up with. But when I go back, the idea is when I go back, I want to make sure that it is indeed created an vacation record in the human finance HCM product. So if I go back, this is, of course, I'm going to people. I'm going to leave and absences. Let me quickly have search my calendar company. You're running short of time. So it is smart enough to know that I'm trying to, even I didn't miss the C in here. It is smart enough to know that I need to launch. So let's see if on 26, what did we select? So here's my leave, which has been added and approved. So directly without leaving team experience, I can enter my vacation. I can apply for vacation, and right now this has been selected for automated approval, but otherwise I have the ability to send it to my manager as well. So this is the experience without leaving team. And by the way, this calendar, the folks who are with the finance and operation, this is the brand new feature that was added with the May 2020 release. Awesome. So that was our demo. Let me go back to my slide here. How many minutes we are left with?
Hradesh, question for you. That experience that you just talked about, is that out of the box, or was there a fair bit of configuration needed in order to make that work?
This is out of the box, and I'll talk about in a few minutes. It is out of the box. It just, you need just 2 steps here. So we have 2 minutes. Let me finish up this one, and then I'll talk about, I have a slide for that. So guides in a nutshell, it's a mixed reality application that engages employee through hands-on learning, helps organizations improve their training efficiency. And this is not only finance and operation, this goes across human resources, field services, supply chain, and also some of the 365 classic apps as well.
I think it sits on top of CDS, right? So also the CRM side can use
yes.
it, right?
Yes, yes. So the experiences, I think you can embed a Power App in a guide. You can launch a guide from a QR code, access guide and context data through CDS API, integrate with supply chain or any other applications. So you are right. So again, if you remember in the beginning of the slide, I did say this Microsoft Business Application is driving business growth or the cloud growth for Microsoft. Here are some numbers that support it. You can see 175 million retail checkouts were done in last 12 months, 13 billion annual headless APIs. So these are some numbers which support that claim. Let me quickly go to the next one. I'm running out of time. I'm taking time, Ali's time. So this is where I would answer your question. If you want to get your feed vet, not only for finance and operation, or like you see these 8 applications, if I know finance and operation, what I can do, I can get some experience on sales, customer service, field service. You need only 2 sets of data here. You need your work email and your phone number. You click get started, and believe me, within 5 minutes, you will have an entire application on cloud up and running. And this is what I was talking about. Like you see, I'm running on a trial version on HCM application.
And the trial contains like all the features, because I used to have a trial that was very, very, very limited in functionality.
Oh, it is. It includes all the features. So this team bot chatbot is in preview. So I have to go to feature management and enable that, and then it works seamlessly. So there's a feature management where you to do a little bit more exercise to enable those features. So here's the feedback. I think you already took a screenshot. I'm running out of time here. These are some ideas about next business applications. So one of the thing I want to talk to you about, who's about our next presenter, Ali did. I'm not sure if you know about. He did an excellent demo last week on object detection. I think Power App object detection capability, right?
Yeah, it was object detection with AI Builder for
AI
Power
Builder.
Apps. And the story actually was mostly for how can we update the inventory through some sort of object detection and taking photos from the inventory.
Yep, and this is certainly there are lots of other examples where we can integrate this object detection capability to unified operation. Like one of the classic example is grocery shopping, when especially for the bulk section, when you are bringing tomatoes, potatoes, and also nuts, you can use the object detection to detect it and update the inventory or retail transaction backend in the Microsoft operations.